either Representative Hudgins. So, what do you know about the census?
The census has been done every year since we've been a country. It started in 1790, and the requirement is in the United States Constitution that every 10 years we do a census. We're supposed to count as many people as we can in the country. And so we've been doing it a long time. This year it's only about 10 questions. They expect it to take about 10 minutes, and they're asking people to go ahead and fill the form out and mail it in as soon as possible.
Okay. So, second question: what is it used for specifically for like a city such as Tacoma?
The census is used for a lot of things. I mean, the biggest thing is that it's used for allocating representation in the government. So they redraw the lines every 10 years for congressional districts and for state legislative districts based on the census. They also allocate over $300 billion of federal money and tax money to different locations based on the census numbers. So the more people that are counted, the more money will come to Tukwila for bridges and schools and job centers and hospitals and all sorts of things that the government helps pay for. That's why it's really important to get your form in, to fill it out, so you can be counted.
Okay. So since our district is so diverse and has a large population of English as a second language, how important do you think it's for us as citizens in Tukwila to be counted in the 2010 census?
It's incredibly important to be counted. I mean, just incredibly important. Especially when you have a number of racial and ethnic minorities that may not have a voice in the community at large. This is the way people can be counted and can be represented. And the census forms can be obtained in different languages. You don't have to be a citizen. You can be a citizen or a non-citizen. You have to be counted. And all of the information is kept confidential. And so if you fill it out and mail it in, you'll be counted, you'll have more representation, you'll get more of the resources that are due to you and to your community. So you need to make sure that it doesn't matter what your background is or whether you speak English or whether you've got your papers are documented or how long you've been here. This is a snapshot to get counted just on one day every 10 years, and it's very important.
So my last question, how much do programs such as EOL, after school, study table, like tutoring, rely on the census?
Directly, the census represents this snapshot, and it gives an idea of how many people are in areas and need to be counted. So programs like English language learners and this diversity that we've got in Tukwila that is so important to Tukwila. I mean, this is the most diverse school district in the entire country, and we're proud of that diversity. But if those folks aren't counted, then those programs won't be funded. We won't see the need to make sure folks are able to take advantage of the opportunities that the United States and the Tukwila offers. And so those programs that you mentioned, like English language learning programs and after-school programs, school construction, job centers, hospitals, all of that sort of thing depends on the census once every 10 years. It depends on knowing how many people and what kinds of folks live in certain areas so that we can allocate our resources fairly and justly.
So can you say anything to the Foster students?
Yeah, everybody at Foster High School. I love when you come down to Olympia. I want you all to say hi to me if you see me in town or see me at the grocery store or something like that. And it is important that you tell your folks to get the census forms in. I think they're all going to be mailed about March 15th, March 15th to 17th. It's only going to take 10 minutes to fill out about 10 questions. And it's important for you and your parents to sit down, take that 10 minutes, and get it mailed in as soon as possible. Because it is all about school funding, it's about job centers, it's about making sure that you're represented as we redraw the lines for government, as we tell the National Congress how many people are in our areas, and to make sure that everybody has a voice in our community. And I'm Zach Hudgins from the 11th District. I really appreciate Adrienne coming down and taking a few minutes to talk about the census.